Thank you for joining me today, Professor Dan with Synergy English Brazil. Please click like and also kindly subscribe to Synergy English Brazil on YouTube and ring that bell. Today I want to tell you the difference between cheap and inexpensive, or not expensive. Cheap or inexpensive, also known as not expensive. Now, what is the difference? There's a big difference because cheap is generally a negative term, it is generally an insult, and is generally something that is not of good quality. Now, things can be cheap and people can be cheap, but you don't want to be either. You don't want to have cheap items and you don't want to be a cheap person. I want to give you an example of using the word cheap. It fits the definition perfectly. She says to her friends, "My boyfriend is so cheap." Why is he cheap? He went to a carnival, he won a plastic ring, and he gives it to the girlfriend. And she says, "This ring is cheap. You are cheap." No girlfriend wants a plastic ring, right? Bad quality? Terrible quality. Bad boyfriend. Do not do cheap. Now, what about inexpensive? Inexpensive is generally a positive term. I want to give you an explanation of inexpensive or not expensive. If we're going to use the boyfriend and girlfriend as an example, let's do that. Things that are inexpensive are generally affordable and they're generally of good quality. So the boyfriend and the girlfriend are in the mall and they stop at the jewelry store and the girlfriend sees a beautiful ring and she says to him, "Wow, this beautiful ring has great quality and is affordable. It's inexpensive. Would you buy it for me?" And he says, "Of course, sure, I'll buy it for you." He says to himself, "Oh, it's good quality. It's inexpensive. It's affordable. She's happy." Good call. Inexpensive. Inexpensive is good. Cheap is not good. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next video.